Einen schönen guten Abend und herzlich willkommen zur Pressekonferenz nach dem Penny-DL-Spiel der Augsburger Panther gegen die Schwenninger White Wings. Im einmal mehr ausverkauften Curt-Frenzel-Stadion siegen die Augsburger Panther mit 5:1. Bei mir darf ich die beiden Trainer begrüßen. Für unsere Gäste aus Schwenningen Steve Walker und für die Augsburger Panther unseren Headcoach Bill Peters. Das erste Statement gebührt wie immer dem Gästetrainer. Mr. Walker, may I ask for your thoughts on tonight's game, please?
Yeah, obviously, congratulations, Bill and Augsburg. Yeah, it was a tough game. I think the first period, both teams traded some chances. We got a good off the pads kind of rebound on the power play. To come out of that period 1-0 on the road, it was a good thing. And I think we started very well in the second. We had some really good chances early to make that in the first 4 or 5 minutes, 2-0. And I think momentum really switched quickly when they got the first one. And obviously, the puck play that we'd like to have back, and then a couple of defensive zone coverage and a line rush that we just didn't close quick enough. And good teams make you pay, and you give them all the credit in the world. I think the battle level, they were better than us along the boards, and I think our game Friday showed up today in the second half of the game. I think it was a pretty tough game against Berlin physically, and I think probably the result in Berlin is very similar, and I think it's hard to bounce back on those. We did our best, we kept trying, but I think when you're down by 3, it's a big ask. But all the credit goes to Augsburg, and I think they wanted it today more than we did. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Bill, looking forward to hearing your statement, please.
Yeah, it was a good hockey game. Exactly right. Steve mentioned when it was 1-0, there were some opportunities there where we were in trouble. So, good for Gartz to shut the door and then give us a chance to get back. And then a real big goal from Chico to get us on the board. And then we kind of had a little momentum, and then we ran with it for a little bit. But they forechecked hard. Did a great job pinching down walls, and we didn't have much going on in the first probably 25, maybe 30 minutes, I'm not sure. And a heavy month. It was a heavy, I know we're in November, I know it's November 2nd, but October was a heavy month. And you can see on teams, right, like our last 2 games probably weren't the same as what we've put out there for the majority of the year. And I think this international break's coming at a good time. I know it's coming at a good time for our team. With the guys that we have out, give them a little bit of extra time to get healthy and get back into the lineup. But it's been a grind. A lot of time on the bus, a lot of time up north, and then to be able to finish it the way we did is gives you a good taste going into the break.
Thanks a lot, Bill. Darf ich in die Runde schauen? Gibt es Fragen an einen der beiden Cheftrainer? Milan Sarko, bitte.
Yeah, Bill, the second period was like an explosion. Can you explain it? How it comes?
Yeah, no, not really. Like it's, we got a little bit of momentum, and I think teams in the DEL have a real home ice advantage. I think fans are unbelievably passionate. So when you're at home, you've got those fans behind you, and it gives you a little bit of a boost. And our fans are second to none. They're outstanding, and we probably got a bounce here and there and a little bit of a break, and then next thing you know, you've got 2 or 3 on the board, and you can play a little differently, and you feel a little bit free and easy, and that's how it went.
Weitere Fragen? Nochmal Milan Sarko.
What are the plans for the team for the break, and what are your personal plans for the break?
Yeah, well, the guys, I don't know how many days it is. I think we're taking 5, maybe 6 days off. I'm going to travel. I got a great trip. My wife's coming in from Canada. I'm going to Salzburg, Ljubljana, and Zagreb. And come back and then go back to work. So going to take advantage of the proximity of everything here in this region and travel and see the world a little bit. And that's what it's all about when you're over here.
Weitere Fragen? Einmal ATV bitte.
Bill, there's no German player nominated for the national team. Does it bother you in any way, or are you kind of happy that they get a break?
Well, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I don't know if you guys have that saying here in Germany, but you know what? I don't know how that all unfolds. I'm not familiar with the Deutschland Cup a whole bunch. I thought we had some guys that maybe were in consideration. I don't know. I don't know how they picked the team and everything else. I know, there's a good team in our league, doesn't have anybody on it, being Berlin, but that's probably a little bit of a gentleman's agreement. Let those guys get some rest playing as much hockey as they've probably played. So I don't know what goes into the thinking of putting that team together. I know it's probably, I would think, it's the last international tournament prior to the Olympics, so it's an important one. So I'm sure they have a plan and they'll execute that plan.
Weitere Fragen? Keine weiteren Fragen. Wir unseren Gästen aus Schwenningen einen guten Nachhauseweg wünschen. Ihnen allen eine gute Länderspielpause. Das nächste Heimspiel dann erst in 2 Wochen. Zu Gast in Augsburg am Freitagabend. Dann Tabellenführer Straubing Tigers. Bis dahin eine gute Zeit. Vielen Dank.